the tables are turning in your favor. You have good blessings, good luck, good fortune, and karma that's coming in here for you this year, okay? Now, what I see with the Six of Wands is I feel that someone has caused you an injustice with a relationship or a connection. Now, I see that the way this person caused an injustice is because they created conflict and contradiction. This person tried to create fights and arguments and conflict, okay, as a way to try and have some type of energy of like an inferior energy, because this person kind of knew they were slowly losing you. But I see, and even when you did have arguments and fights with this person, I feel like this person was like, they might have even like smirked or laughed during the arguments, during the fights, during the conflict. This person might have actually found this conflict funny. And the reason why this person found this conflict funny is because they had an emotional immaturity. They didn't know how to handle proper conflict. They didn't know how to properly communicate with you. And I see that everything to this person was a game. And it was like the only way and the only way you could get a reaction or a response from this person anyway was when they blew up at you, when they were showing you conflict. But the conflict was always nasty and spiteful. It was never healthy growth. So I see this person, they did this because they knew they were slowly losing you with the Lovers. But I feel like rather than tell you when they knew they were losing you, that they loved you, this person tried to break down your barriers. They tried to break down the walls that you put up to try and protect yourself from this person. They tried to put down these walls that you built up, and it wasn't a feeling of reassurance or safety. This person tried to tear down your walls as a sign of them having the upper hand, of them having an energy of inferior energy. Because this person thought that they pushed you away. They thought they were the ones. They thought it was because you stopped loving them that this person thought that they needed to gain control of the situation because they weren't going to deal with losing you. But rather than communicate and tell you the actual truth with the Ace of Swords, this person started to compete with you. It was like they tried to compete with you with this energy because they didn't want to let you go. But I see they tried to compete with you with third-party situations, with trying to stick it to you with jobs, money, financial security, but none of it worked because not only was this person trying to actually get your attention by sticking it to you, they never even had an idea to actually let you go in the first place. Everything to this person was about controlling you rather than actually giving you love. And this person was so busy trying to keep you because they were scared of being alone that they stopped and didn't realize that they didn't give you love or reassurance because they made everything about them. They made nothing about you. This person didn't have your best interests at heart. They didn't have your best interests here. They tried to make everything about them. And what happened is this person lost you. Not only because they didn't admit their feelings and fight for you, but this person lost you because they made everything about them. It was never a selfless love in the end. It was a selfish love. And this person, they lost you in the end. But the thing is deep down, their biggest insecurity was that you actually stopped loving them, but you didn't stop loving them. You actually waited for this person to actually see if they were going to change and give you something, and they didn't. And that's when you made the final decision that your intuition was actually right in the beginning, that everything to this person was about control. And that's when you walked and made the choice and the decision, and you made the right one as well. Spirit is showing that you are dealing with an intense connection, either with the fire sign or just an intense connection in general. Now, someone is running from the love because of the fact that it's so intense. But someone can't keep running from your love, so they're trying to hang on to you by giving you mixed emotions and mixed signals. But you've got this person scared. Now, I see that this person, you're not in a commitment with this person. And I see you've got this person scared because they've fallen for you so intensely. And they can't not admit it to themselves, and they can't not admit it to you through their behavior. So I see the only way this person keeps holding on to you and the actual connection is to try and create conflict. And it sounds It sounds really odd and contradicting because this person's causing conflict and this person pushes you away through conflict. But the thing is this person's trying not only to self-sabotage it because they're pushing themselves away from you. So in turn, they're trying to push you away as well. But what it comes down to is with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords is this person is trying to control you because you're indecisive. And this person thinks the reason why you're indecisive is because you've rejected them, you've abandoned them. So what this person is trying to do is it's like they're trying to create a chase to bring forward infatuation, but they're also trying to create a chase because they find the connection overwhelming. They find it so intense because their emotions and their feelings for you is something they can't control. And because this person is flippin' scared to be emotionally vulnerable with anyone after all the heartbreak they've been through, you scare this person. But the thing this person also fails to see is that you can also teach this person. But this person sees your love as a trigger because it's almost like you've healed from everything. And this person is scared to heal. They're scared to grow. But this person knows they have no choice but to grow and to heal with you because all of their insecurities come out because you're their best teacher. And it's almost like it's a twin flame and it's like a runner and a chaser stage. But I see that what's happening is you're no longer chasing this person. And this person now doesn't know if you still want them. And it's the reason why this person has started to create the chase and the infatuation. Now, I don't see so much this person was running before. They weren't so much running. They were more giving you mixed emotions and mixed signals. But I still think that they were love bombing you. But now I feel like this person's completely backed off and they've abandoned, they've ghosted you because they're creating a chase and they are pissed off that you're not running after them. With the Seven of Wands, this person is pissed off that you are not running after them. Okay. And what they're trying to do is they're trying so desperately hard to even move on from you. There might be other connections or other relationships this person tries to rebound to from time to time. But I see that what's happening is this person is trying to piss you off because you pissed them off. But the thing is you haven't pissed off this person intentionally anyway because you didn't even know that they wanted a relationship with you because they're running away from your love. Whereas this person is intentionally hurting you. They're intentionally hurting you because they're full of ego, they're full of pride, and they want to try and be nasty and spiteful because they're not dealing with their emotions. They're not dealing with the fact that they don't have you anymore. They're not dealing with the fact that you're not just sitting by and waiting for this person to give you a decision or to make commitment or to even tell you the truth about what it is that they want. And that's the thing. You weren't indecisive in the first place. You just couldn't read this person's flippin' mind because they were all over the place. And they were holding on to you because they were giving you mixed emotions and mixed signals. And this was their way of holding on to you. But the only time that you felt this person truly wanted you or you felt there was infatuation there was within the chase. Because it was within the chase, this person actually became emotionally vulnerable. And that's when you felt safe and reassured and comfortable. But now this person, they're just trying to be spiteful and nasty by moving on to other people. And this person is sticking it in your face even that they feel so accomplished that they're attracting all of these other people. But deep down, this person's biggest insecurity is not being able to replace you, is not being able to find a love that matches yours. And this person isn't. They are not finding a love that's replacing yours. All they're finding are quick fixes, friendships, or rebounds. But this person won't admit it either. If they rebound, it's like the more they want this one connection with you, the more they want it because they see everything in the third parties that they can't have. And it's like it doesn't compensate for your love. Because that's what this person's trying to do. It's like they're trying to replace you, okay? They're trying to walk out of your life. They're trying to walk out of the way that they feel. But they're only hurting themselves with the justice. It ends up hurting this person because they see you in everyone else. They see you in every other relationship. They see you in every other connection. But they won't admit it. Because this person knows that you're still hanging on to them and they're trying so hard They're trying so hard to keep you hanging on, and they kind of know that you are. But with the Seven of Swords, with this Nine of Wands being in the reversal, they're still in denial over the fact that they can't move on. And they were always in denial about it before, but they're still being so stubborn about it when it's so obvious they can't move on. Because they're still giving you love to try and keep you. They're still giving you love to try and get you to stay. But it's like when they admit what the connection is, they say it's just a friendship. They feel that they have to self-sabotage it with the Nine of Cups. Because I see that with this Four of Cups energy and the Eight of Swords, the connection didn't move forward. But the reason why the connection didn't move forward was because someone was stalking, someone was watching, someone was observing. But someone was putting more priority or more energy into manifesting something else. And you were doing this because this person stopped communicating with you, and you thought this person was giving you a subtle hint that they wanted you to move on with the Two of Wands. But it's like when you started to move on from them, it's when they came back in and give you mixed emotions with the Knight of Swords. Now with the Chariot and the Two of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, this person misses you and you miss them. But it still looks like this person doesn't want you to make a choice or a decision with the Two of Swords. And I see that what's happening is this person is currently in a karmic relationship. They're currently in a karmic connection. They don't want to get out of it. Because I see this person, if they get out of this karmic relationship, they're going to think about you even more, and it's going to make this person feel even more alone. Then this person's actually going to feel even more regret over the fact that they didn't make enough of a chance and fight for you in the beginning. So they're not going to leave the karmic. But I see that at the same time, they're going to give you mixed emotions and mixed signals to try and get you to hang on, to try and leave you with unfinished clarity, unfinished closure. Then I see with this Four of Wands and the Lovers, at the same time, you're never going to leave this person because you don't want to. You're either going to move on to someone else and come back, but I see that you're never going to truly move on from this person because you're always going to be left wondering what could have been between you and this person. But at the same time, this person's not going to leave you either. Not telepathically, not in a spiritual connection, not in the 3D, this person's not going to leave you. And I see that in a lot of ways, the love that you have for this person and the love that they have for you is going to inspire you and encourage you and teach someone to grow. Now, when this person has grown, it's when I feel this person's going to come back in. But until that point, I see this person still going to kind of be stubborn and arrogant and not admit that they can't move on from you.